So we got a TVT. We're going to be looking at the blue player, the dark angle, and I'm going to speed up the beginning just a little bit this time. Okay, so already, I understand, like, everybody's, like, afraid of, like, proxy raxes and, like, multi-rax builds, any kind of cheesiness you could get in Terran vs. Terran. But you still don't have to scout until 16. Because at 16 supply, you can tell. So let's say you are going for a 1 Rax, like a Reaper expand. At 16 supply, he'll have the exact same stuff you have if he's going for the same build. So if your SCV goes over there and I'm Reaper expanding, if you see a CC, he's doing the same thing. No CC, and you only see 1 barracks, that means that he has multiple barracks elsewhere. You just got to kind of think, what would he have if he's doing my build? And if he's not doing my build, where is he spending his minerals? Oh, that kind of sucks. Lost a little bit of minerals, but it's not the end of the world. So this is what I'm talking about, right? Already we know, okay, if he was doing the same build as me, and I guess you're just going for a 1 Rex expand with no Reaper. Yeah, so your gas is a little bit late. You should do 16 barracks and 16 gas. That way, whenever your barracks finishes, you could right away get a Reaper. So I'm going to eat some Chex Mix really quick. But even if you went for the 16 gas, it would just now be finishing. So you could kind of tell, oh, he went gas first. He's going to have a lot of gas, so I wonder where that's going to go. Oh. And I don't know if you saw it, because it was like on your way out, he does have a second Rax. Okay, cool. So you did go in and see it. So what I would do at this time, yes, I would still do that. Get the depot, and I would because like I said, your build is like a little bit off. So ideally, right now, you would already have a Reaper out, and what you do in this case, if you see multiple racks, you just keep building Marines instead of a reactor, and then you get a factory. And if it's only 2 racks, honestly, by the time your factory comes out, you could get Hellions, and then you could like beat that any day. But since you're a little bit off, I would just set up a bunker around here, and a bunker up here somewhere to probably like probably right here, because this is where they could come in, and a bunker here. Or you could even put the bunker right there so they can't get in. So you need to get your supply. There you go. Yeah, so this should work in theory. You just need to keep pumping out units. Right now you're not producing anything, so that's kind of what is going to kill you right now. And you definitely did not... Oh, wait, yeah, you're just getting a bunker. That's good, that's good. I thought it was a supply depot. So go ahead and get your starport. If you're just making Marines, just get a Hellion. Just Hellions will beat that all day. And you can send this guy in to scout right there. So there's that taken care of. But we still no. I honestly think there should be a little bit more aggression. Okay, so I like that you're scouting. So it just looks like our opponent doesn't really know what he's doing. Here's my big issue right now, is that you have a lot of gas, so you could be throwing down. You know he's expanding right now, so he's not going to be attacking you. Your tech lab, 2 reactors. You can start tanks, and then once that pops out, you could get. There you go. You're actually doing. You're getting 2 tech labs. I guess you're going to get marauders, which is okay. Not necessary. You could even right now get your eBay. Yep. Okay. So you're actually like a step ahead of me. So right now, the biggest issue is your production earlier. And even right now, you're not making workers. So, you should have, since you know he did have more racks than you, he should, let's see what he has. Yeah, he still has more racks. He could have honestly, should have tried to scan, but if you see he's opening with 2 racks, you know he's going to be aggressive. Just throw down the bunker. A bunker would have pretty much stopped this. But you're getting your tank, you could just siege up on the high ground and beat this. Oh, there you go. Cool. Production, production, production. I know, well, right now you don't have the money. You really don't need to be making 2 supply depots at a time right now because you have 56 out of 78. You still got a while. Let's see. Did you start your? Yeah. Okay. Sim's on the way. There you go. You got that going. Oh, I like this scout. Okay, so let's check this in. Okay. Before we check this out, let's check out the bigger issue. You have a lot of minerals. If you want to go for a macro game, I would throw down a command center and just push out while you expand. Because here's the thinking. If you, sorry, I'm eating Chex Mix again. If you want to expand here, you don't want your opponent over here. So that's why you attack and you expand at the same time. Because if you're attacking, your opponent's going to be over here worried about, oh no, I got to defend my shit, he's coming in. Nice pickoff. Oh, yeah, libs in your base, so pull those home. I would just pull those, honestly, to mine at the main and just get some Vikings. Oh, that works too. And then you could build a turret right here because you have the eBay. That way, Liberties can't get in range. So, you threw down 2 racks, but realistically, those could have gone down a lot sooner. Uh-oh. What is this? I don't even know what this is. Oh, is that medevac speed? Oh, that's cool. I mean, that's a little bit weird, but cool, I guess. You can start your +1 attack. Again, you're floating minerals. So, oh. Alright, you are not going to win this ever. Because if you see a planetary at his second, his natural, don't even like attempt to attack it. Planetaries are actually really fucking strong. They're tanky, so they could take a lot of damage, and they actually, as you can see, do pretty good damage. 6, yeah, 40 damage, and a Marine has 55 health, so they two-shot Marines, and then it doesn't help that he had a tank support. So really, you have two options here. Either just bank on your lead you have, because look, 92 supply 67, you are actually ahead in macro. But if you wanted to, you have your third going, you could start going for like what I like to do is if my opponent's doing this kind of stuff, I just go for battle cruisers because you know what? Fuck it, battle cruisers are fucking awesome. But also, you know your opponent's right here now. Attack where he's not. If he's here, come up here and drop in the main. Just attack where your opponent isn't, because that will keep him busy, and you could do your shit. And two, you just can't like engage this planetary, and it's just weird he has a planetary. Let's not forget that. Okay, so I like that you're being active with your army. That's good. Macro's still a little bit off because at this point you should honestly have your fourth base going for whenever this mine's out. Okay, so does he have it? Yep. Now this actually you can take. How do you siege up? Yeah, you need to siege up and then there you go. Good pickoff, good pickoff. This is a little bit kind of pushing your luck. I mean, you could scan up here, but yeah, he has that cloak banshee. Whoops. And again, so you're floating so many minerals. You could be throwing down on 3 bases. You could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could have 1 more barracks. You could have that going. Oh wait, you actually have that. You have all kinds of stuff that you aren't using. You're not building from any of these barracks right now. You're building a single siege tank. Look, you have 1,500 minerals. 2 Marines, 100. You're at 1,400. You're at 1,300. You're at 1,200, 1,100, 1,000. If you're making, I would do Vikings at this point. But you're at 700 now. You're at 600, 500, 200 minerals. You have enough to build from all of these structures, plus 200 minerals left over that you could be using for your +1/1. So be wary of that, and you should also have all your gases. So this goes back to attacking where your opponent isn't. Your opponent's there. You could have sent a couple drop ships up there. What's the sound there? Oh, that's kind of annoying. You actually won the game right here. You just shouldn't have engaged the planetary. You should have pulled back, picked up your siege tank, and dropped the main. And you would have actually won the game right there. I mean, you still are, like, way ridiculously ahead. You do need to like do something about that. That's just like annoying. You have four. Okay, so this goes back to what I was saying about having a fourth base around. I like to get mine started at 8 minutes and 30 seconds if I can. That way, I can have my fourth base down, ready to go, and then you won't. You'll be able to send these guys that are not working, all 14 of those, to this base, your fourth, and it would have been fully saturated by like the 9-minute mark, and then like you would have been even more ahead. Just more Banshee annoyingness. You could pick those up. Oh, okay, there you go. Okay, okay, okay. You probably know this, but you do not need to send your whole army home to take care of this one Banshee. You still have 14 idle SUVs. Uh-oh. There you go. Nice. You go back and pick up your tanks. There you go. And then, yeah, good. I like this that you're pushing out. So drop your tanks before you start fighting next time, because it looks like your your micro was a little a little bit frantic. Just drop your tanks first. Put your like marines up here, and then drop your tanks. Then go in and stem. That way you're not like stemming, and then you're like, oh shit, I'm clicking, I'm clicking, I'm clicking. Oh, and now I dropped my tanks. Your tanks would have been in the fight way sooner, and this would be dead. I mean, you're gonna kill it anyway, but just still. So this is definitely like the stage in the game though, where you want to make sure, one, again, producing. But this is definitely like 16 minutes in. I start going for my big units, so I'll go for my battle cruisers and lots of Vikings, and I'll stop making medevacs at this point. Oh, just send in the Vikings, kill that. He has another annoying Banshee, so you should just, Uh-oh. Okay, he's repairing the fuck out of that. So, right now, essentially what you're doing is throwing away all your units just to try to kill this. You were at 170 supply not too long ago, and now you have just a handful of Marines. So do not try to fight a planetary if he's repairing it, if he has tank support, if he has units there. Just do not try to take it. Again, drop his main, attack where he's not. If you would have dropped his main, especially you won this game a long time ago. Had you pulled back, came up here and dropped in the main. But even that fight right there, if you would have dropped in the main, you'd be killing all of his reinforcements as they come out. So you're winning that, and you would have won the game. And again, right now, you aren't producing, and well, you are, but You're just floating so many minerals, and look, you don't even have like an armory and +2 to going. And I'm not like trying to like harp on you. I'm not like trying to be a dick, but I'm just pointing this out. Just make sure you're producing all the time, and attack where he is. And you lost a lot of lots of those. So if you know he has cloaked banshees and he's going to keep making them, just throw down the turret as you make the 4th command center. But you're still ahead. You're still in this. That's annoying. Oops. You're not producing from your starports or your factory right now. And you need to be making more marines. So now you are finally going for the doom drop, it looks like. But this should have happened like a long time ago. Oh, and now he could actually, well, not if you go up here and go all the way around that. Focus fire that tank. So this is where you lost this battle. He's on 2-2, and you only have +1 armor. That's why he won that. Look. And he has upgraded tanks. So next Terran versus Terran, just make sure, usually around the time you get your 3rd base, you could throw down a 2nd engineering bay. And then you want to do an armory whenever you're first, like whenever 1-1's like halfway through, you build your armory and then you can start 2-2 right away. Because right now you lost because you, okay, and here's another thing. If you're producing units from here, all you would have to do for this is just re-rally all your barracks to your main and just kill that. But you're not producing anything, so now you're gonna have to like either let all your never drop into a planetary. So now you're losing all your shit because you aren't producing. This is 5 Vikings, man. So the big things that it really boiled down to is 1, just don't engage planetaries head on. 2, make sure you're always producing. And 3, your upgrades. If you would have had upgrades this whole time going, you really would have won. You're not bad. You just have some kinks you could work on. Like, you are doing pretty good though for you just got to get those things going. So I hope this helped, man.